Hi up everybody, it's Monday the 19th of January and look at this, I've got sunglasses on. What a glorious day. What is it about the weather in the UK? 1 minute we're knee deep in snow and ice, next minute we've got sunglasses on, we're at the coast. So we've got 60 minutes easy today. After the lactate assessment we can pick his game up a little bit, but not by much. It just means that when I come to anything that's lumpy ground, I don't have to slow down as much. So let's get on with this. I'll take you along, we'll have a nice chat. Let's have a chat today about the results from the lactate assessment, how they're going to alter and affect my runs going forward, and reflect on the 4 weeks that I've done already. So let's deal with the past first. The last 4 weeks I've been using my data from my last test back in June, and as we found out on Saturday, my fitness is in a better place now. So I could have been working at a slightly higher intensity. So putting my coach head on, I think that actually working to that lower intensity has been beneficial. So I've changed from polarised training. I've been doing in the past a 6-day training week, 1 day rest, and 1 or 2 of them days were VO2 max sessions, and that's now changed to 3 sub-threshold runs a week, 3 easy runs a week, and 1 90-minute long run with no rest days. So actually starting off these last 4 weeks at a lower intensity, I think has been a good thing, because that's helped me make the transition from the polarised to the Norwegian Singles Approach sensibly, rather than just jumping in from a 6-day exercise week to a full 7-day. Even though the intensities are lower than what I used to do, it's still taking away a rest day, and what's actually happened has helped me. The best thing is, when I've got Wilmslow out the way in March, April, May and June is going to be the Hereford 5k race series, and to run those I'm not going to change anything about my training. I'm going to keep doing the 3 sub-threshold runs a week. I'm going to keep doing the 3 easy runs a week, and I'm going to keep the 90-minute long run at an easy effort, and that should give me a much better aerobic engine to be able to run a faster 5k. So even though I haven't even completed Wilmslow yet, I'm already planning out the rest of the year. 60 minutes easy done in the sunshine. What a glorious, fantastic run that was. Why can't we have weather like this all the time? Shoes. You've probably seen already what I've wore today. I've gone for the easy super cushioned option of my Adidas Primex Struns. I really do enjoy these, even more so, I've got to be honest. I mean, they've got loads of carbon plates, and they've got the light strike foam, and they've got all the technology. I just love running easy in them. They're so comfortable, they're so forgiving. They've got such a lovely squish to them. They have got a bit of a rebound, don't get me wrong. They're quite fun when you pick the pace up, but I prefer them for my easy day shoe. So that's today in the bag. Tomorrow we've got a sub-threshold run. We've got the 6 by 6 minutes off 90 seconds recovery, and that's going to be a little bit spicier than normal because I know I can pick the game up a little bit now and go a few heartbeats higher. So until tomorrow, I'll see thee. Good morning everybody. It's Tuesday the 20th of January. Happy birthday Tyler. Today is session day and I'm going to be doing the 6 by 6 minutes sub-threshold all off 90 seconds. I'll be working a touch harder today after my lactate assessment, but I'm still going to have to keep things quite controlled. So let's see how we get on. Let's go for a run. Well, here we go. It's starting to get light on the morning now. First effort, here we go. First one done. Number 2 done. And I'm really enjoying this. Oh, it's like running with the brakes off. Halfway. And I thought it'd be a while getting used to this new effort level, but I seem to be settling right into it. I'm really enjoying this. Four down, 2 to go. And we're getting some good daylight now. It's not going to be long before we get this kind of daylight at the start of the session. I'm so looking forward to that. And only one more to do. Well, brilliant session. And that's the session done. Well, that went absolutely fantastic. I am so pleased with how that went. I was concerned that running at this new intensity I'd find difficult, and as it turned out, I've just dropped straight into it right from the get-go. Really enjoyed that. I was looking at my watch just to have peace of mind that I was working at the right intensity, and every time I did, I was bob on. It just went absolutely perfect. So brilliant session. Tomorrow's going to be a 60 minutes easy, and we get to talk about something new. If you look on my ears, I've got some new ear clips there, and they've been gifted to me for purpose of review. I'll do the full disclaimer tomorrow where I have to say that they've been gifted for the purpose of review and I'm not getting any money, and I can say what I like and all that carry on. But I'm just mentioning that now because I just want you to know that I've worn them for, well, it's more than a week now in different conditions, to give them a proper tryout before I give you any kind of opinion on them. The last thing to mention is the shoes. So today I've got my original Alpha Flies on in the Volt colourway. Those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you'll have seen these shoes many times before. I used to use these for my really top tier PB attempt, but now they've got spaceship miles on. I think they've got more than 2,200 kilometers on them. They've been demoted to top tier training shoe, and they're just absolutely brilliant. I had a slightly more intensive run to do today. I brought these out and they've done me the magic, as they always do. But that's enough for now. So I'll see you tomorrow for the 60 minutes easy. We'll have a good talk about these ear clips. So until then, I'll see thee. Morning everybody, it's Wednesday the 21st of January and it's taken ages today to get enough daylight for me to use the camera, but I reckon we've got enough now. So today's run has just been 60 minutes, nice and easy, just using heart rate as a guide. I enjoy these runs. These are the runs when I can do a lot of my planning and thinking. And on today's run I've been planning out what I'm going to say about these earphones, but I'll give you the story right from the beginning. So a company called Nank reached out to me and asked if I'd mind if they sent me some headphones for the purpose of review. The usual disclaimer, they send me the headphones, they don't get any input on what I say, they don't get to see it before anybody else does. It's literally my opinion, and at the time that made the corners of my mouth lift. That brought a little smile, because they were asking a Yorkshireman for an opinion. And if anybody remembers the Harry Enfield TV sketches from the 90s, he had a character called the Yorkshireman, and he had a saying, I say what I like and I like what I bloody well say. And that's how I intend to do any reviews. If there's any companies out there that want to send me things to review, send it over. But you must know that I don't have a filter. If there's something I don't like, I'm not going to hold back, I'm not going to pull punches, because whatever I say could influence somebody into purchasing a product, and I don't want to be the one that's responsible for people spending hard-earned money and then being disappointed. So now we've got that out of the way, let's start talking about the earbuds. Well, actually, ear clips, let's call them by the right name. They're an actual, if I just stop now, they're a clip that fits around the ear. Oh, hang on. There we go, session finished. Quick change of scenery, the rain started and I want to be able to talk about these without getting distracted by rain falling on me. So the ear clips, first thing to mention, I'll go through all the likes. I like how you can still hear everything around you. When I first opened the box and saw how they clipped onto the ear and covered the ear canal, the ear hole if you want to call it, I immediately dismissed them as being not fit for purpose, because if I can't hear my surroundings, I'm not going to wear them for running. But the truth is, it doesn't affect what your surroundings, your hearing surroundings. Right now I've got these on, I can hear birds, I can hear a road that's probably 500 meters away. It's not affecting me hearing my surroundings, so that is a major win. The next thing to mention, which you're going to be interested in, is the actual quality of the sound, and I've got to say I'm really pleased with it. I'm not going to mention specific music because my family would disown me. I can imagine Tyler, Ian and Todd all sat there cringing about what I'm going to say now. I'm not going to mention what I've listened to, but my taste in music is, let's say, specialist. But it's very good. I've listened to things that have got a lot of high ranges, a lot of really deep bassy notes, and it's super clear. The basses are really deep, the high things are really clear. Really impressed. Well done, Nank, for that. Third thing to mention, and this really sealed the deal for me, this did. All my previous headphones that I've used for running, all electrical devices in the UK have an IP rating. Now the IP stands for ingress protection. It's how good they are at stopping water getting in. And all my previous headphones from big well-known manufacturers, there's no need to mention names, but look at what you wear yourself and look at what the IP rating is. And all my headphones previously was IP54, and that basically is resistant to sweat and rain, which is fine for runners. You're out, you're sweating, it's raining, that should be okay. In reality, when you get a really heavy downpour or you're in the middle of summer and the sweat's literally dripping off you, in the past I have managed to damage and break headphones due to water getting in. These things have an IP rating of X5, so they are IPX5. That means that they are resistant to low pressure water jets. And to explain what that is exactly, that's a hose pipe. These things have been tested with a hose pipe and the water's not got in them on a low pressure water jet. They are not suitable for being submerged in water. You can't wear them for swimming, the water will get in there. But an IP rating of X5, that for me makes these cutting up and above all the other headphones that I've had before. Finally, and this is the one that's going to clinch the deal for most of you, is the price point. They are affordable. I've spent well over hundreds of pounds for headphones in the past, buying premium quality headphones, ones that I want to last. Unfortunately, they didn't. These things at the moment, these are selling for just under the £30 price mark, £29 and whatever pence. And there's an audience discount code being given. So if you want to purchase these headphones and use the code AUP, I'll put everything on the screen for you, you get a further 15% off, which knocks the price of these down to under the £26 mark. It's £25 and whatever pence. I'll put the pounds and pence on and probably, if I can find how to do it somewhere, the dollar equivalent. But these are very good quality, very well built, very resistant to the water and the sweat that we're going to encounter. Fantastic sound quality. They are amazing quality headphones. Even so, that much that I've already ordered a pair for Mrs. AUP. So if you are on the lookout for some headphones, check out these Nank headphones. I'll put a link in the description. I'll put my discount code in the description. Give them a go, and if you do buy some, let me know what you think. I hope that I'm not in any way trying to oversell these. I did want to try and find some negatives to give you. The only negative that I can give you, and I'll put this on screen now while we're talking, the actual charging case, where you put the charging cable into it, is in such a funny place. It's ridiculous. The thing is like an ovalized flat shape, so that when you put it on a table, it's going to lie down flat. The USB charging socket is right in the middle on the side of it, so that when you put the cable in, your cable's actually sticking in from above, which is odd. It doesn't in any way, shape or form affect the headphones, the ear clips themselves. But what a bizarre thing to do with the charging case. You know, you'd think that sticking it on the side would just make it a bit easier. But that's the only gripe, that's the only negative that I can think of. But enough of these for now. I've got to head back and get to work. So until tomorrow's session, which is a 10 by 3 minutes off 60 second sub threshold, I'll see thee.